What's going on, YouTube? AnCap24 coming back with a new play of the gun trips tight end formation that we've been doing out of the New England Patriots playbook all week long. Today is Friday, which basically means that we now have our full scheme available for you at smartmadden.com. That's going to have the 4 videos that we showed you all week, in addition to 16 more videos to have a really well-rounded scheme that you're going to be able to plug in and have some great success with. Today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this is because of what I'm seeing online as far as what people are doing for adjustments to this formation once I torch them. This is the chess game that I got going on against high-level players. They start off with, taking the traditional cover 3, and they're taking it and they're inverting those deep corners to where they're trying to make sure that they take away the seams, right? Now, what we do with that is we take the plays that we've shown you, plus some others, and torch them to the outside, forcing them to say, I have to give up on this strategy due to the fact that I'm getting torched to the sidelines when I'm keeping those players aggressively going to the middle. So they have to make an adjustment, okay? And a lot of times what I'm seeing as an adjustment is a cover 3 cloud type coverage, to where they're trying to protect the seams to the wide side with a cover 2 while still keeping a cover 3 type makeup. Now, I'm going to show you in this video as well my coverage that I like to use when I go against gun bunch and gun trips tight end. I call it my 2-3-4 coverage, and kind of give you that as far as what I do. So that way you kind of have a little bit of bonus on the defensive side of the ball. This is really a offensive channel, and whenever we can do some defense, we'll definitely throw it in, and I'll kind of mix it in with this video. But I'm going to show you what people do with this cloud coverage and how we're going to bomb the cloud coverage. Then I'm going to show you what I do, and you could still bomb it with this inside crossplay that we're going to show you today, but it's something that we're going to be one of the very few that know how to beat it because of, being a subscriber to this channel. You're going to have that ability. So what people are doing, like I said, is the cover 3 cloud coverage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get, I'm just going to put the audible here so we can go back and forth with this. So I'm going to put cover 6 there, and I'm going to do the cover 3 cloud, okay? And what we're going to do is show you what I'm seeing a lot, okay? And then I'm going to show you what we're, how we're going to beat it, and then what my defense is. So let's go here, and we'll just go ahead and pick inside cross, okay? So the defense I'm seeing is that people are doing is they are base aligning, and then they are putting their players in the cloud flats by doing the underneath over the top defense, and then they're taking this Y, and they're putting him on a deep half, okay? So essentially, they got something going on like this. So when you try to do that cover 3 bomb that we were showing you before, where it's the PA shot wheel, you put the B on the fade, the X on the out, and the A on the streak. And I definitely got that wrong there. Let's try this again. I got the wrong defense here. Let's go PA shot wheel. And we're going to put the B on the fade, X on the out, A on the streak, like that. You're going to notice that we're throwing right into cover 2 coverage, and you don't have that seam, right? That's just a terrible throw. You would never throw that, right? So that's going to hold that back. What it's also going to do is going to let them play less aggressively on the outside to where now we can't go ahead and attack them to the sidelines like we were when they were inverting that coverage, right? So they're saying, you know what? I have to take those inverted coverages away, and this is what I'm going to, okay? So what we've designed is, what we'll do here is do that same thing. We'll put that Y on a deep half, and we'll let it go like this, right? Well, what I'm doing here is I'm putting the A on a smart routed out. I'm blocking my running back. I'm putting the B on a fade. And then I'm doing that same motion we did before where we're taking this X, we're hiking. And you can see that the X is going to get up the field. He's going to go across, and we're going to be able to torch them over the top for the 1-play score. The reason why I'm mentioning this to you is because I was in a game, and I've been running this formation for the last few weeks, and I struggled against this defense initially. And the reason why I struggled against it was because it was an adjustment I wasn't expecting them to do. I was expecting to be able to see that they were you know, it was either or for me. It was either I can beat them in the middle with the seam, or I can beat them to the outside. And they really were making adjustments where it was a little bit tougher, right? I definitely went to other beaters and, you know, kind of treated the left side like a cover 2, and was able to beat that pretty easily once, you know, I adjusted myself. But that's the chess match. You want to go back and forth to where, you know, they make adjustment, you make an adjustment. They make an adjustment, you make an adjustment. And that's what fun football is when it comes to Madden, when you're playing at a high level, right? Now, I want to show you my cover 2, 3, 4 defense is what I call it, right? And what it is I take cover 6, and let me put the cover 6 out there, and I want to make sure that the cloud flat is going to be on the left side of the field, okay? So that way, or at least the wide side of the field is a better way of saying it, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got the ability to cover the seam. So I'm just going to base the line, and I'm going to go ahead and put the players in cloud flat by building underneath coverage and then over the top coverage, right? Now, the why it's called 2, 3, 4 is because this player is in a cover 2 coverage, right? The 3 is I take this player here, which is your strong safety, and I put him in a inside third. Okay, all I'm doing is I'm doing the hot route adjustments by pressing Y and then his icon, and then I'm pressing the left stick to the left, right? So now he's in a cover 3 coverage. I'm going to move him down, okay? I want him a little bit closer for run support. He's my strong safety, but also I want him to be closer to the line of scrimmage because he's going to help take away any of those quick posts in the middle of the field by getting closer. Now, the 4 coverage is the cover 4 over here. So you got a cover 2 deep blue, you got a cover 3 deep blue, and you got a cover 4 deep blue, right? So that's how I like to run this. Now, there's a couple other adjustments I like to do. Due to the fact that the 3 receiver hook is in the over top assignment, he's going to play those post routes pretty well as well. And this way we kind of roam underneath with this player. Now, what I like to do additionally, and I like to run this at the 2-4-5, right now I'm in nickel normal, but I like to put my outside linebacker in a hard flat to the left. So what it does for me is it protects any type of drags to the left-hand side, or from right to left, because I don't want it to drag to the wide side of the field per se. I want to make sure that I don't have to cover that manually with my my own user. I want to make sure that I can stay on any type of drag post concept from left to right. So if a drag comes, I bait the drag, I go back to the post, whatever the case may be, or I'm just waiting for them to playmaker the drag up. And that's why I use this player. So that's really how I use this as a all coverage based defense. I call it my 2-3-4. And it's really something that I have a lot of success with against Gun Bunch, and I have a lot of success with your trips tight ends as well, because it's just kind of hard to beat. Now, what I'll do as an additional setup, when people have somebody that is got a little bit more of a quarterback that likes to run, I'll put the player right here on the 3 receiver hook on a spy. And that's going to help me with the underneath coverage. And now my responsibility is more the post pattern more than anything as far as responsibility, because that that spy is really going to cover, for the most part, any type of drags that come across the field until they pass that spy and go to the right-hand side of the cloud flat. They may get 3 or 4 yards. They're not really going to get you with a whole lot. And if they want to dink themselves down the field, that's great, you know, that's fine. But that's typically what I would do with a running quarterback, so that way I always have somebody that I can send as a spy. I can just, you know, keep an eye on the quarterback, but also doubles up as a really nice opportunity for you to kind of cover low. Now, even with all this, you can still bomb it with this play, okay? And the reason why I bring you this defense is because it's something that I have seen people mimic. You know, when you're playing in a, you know, salary cap or a situation where you do something and then that you play them again and they're mimicking what you've done on defense, then you know that they went ahead and studied your tape. They went ahead and looked at an instant replay and said, what was this guy doing that I couldn't beat? And then it starts to go like wildfire. That's just basically the way Madden is. People copy what is successful. So if you start seeing this type of defense, or if you already have seen it, you want to make sure that you know how to beat it. And that's basically going to the setup we just showed you. And what you're going to do here, and let me just get this guy all over here, is you're going to, again, make sure here, we're going to put the A on the smart route out, and you're going to put the B on the fade. You're going to motion this player over, and you're going to spam the A button. And you're going to see that you're still going to have that ability. I'm just going to step up here because the guy looks like he's in my way, to bomb this player over the top for the 1 play score. So this play is not immune to that setup, okay? It's something that, you know, as far as a setup goes, most people aren't going to realize, you know, how to beat this the first time you play them, right? You know, as the metas start to change and you beat people in different ways, then they'll go to that type of beater. But for the most part, you're going to have a great opportunity to have success when you go against any of those type of formations, because it's a very tough one that is, you know, just got a lot involved as far as a coverage type D. It's not an every down D. I want to make sure that you understand that as well, because you are a little bit more susceptible to the run. And it is also something that you want to mix in with other coverages to make sure that you don't give them an opportunity to really, you know, dissect what you're doing. Because the element of what the heck is he doing really makes this defense, you know, kind of tick a little bit more. So I just want to kind of give you kind of a bonus when it comes to the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive side of the ball. How do you beat it? How do you beat the cloud coverage that I'm seeing a lot now with this trips tight end, because of the way that it does cover the seam, but also gives you a different look where they don't have to be so aggressive on the outside. Make sure you go ahead and take a look at our website. Like I said earlier, our scheme is now available, and that will give you a great opportunity to mesh what you already know in this formation with what we've come up with to kind of give you a little bit more to your arsenal and keep people off of, you know, knowing what to expect, and that really is going to help you out. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.